Now, have you ever said to yourself, I wish I knew? The truth is that you don't want ever to say that. As a photographer, I have learned a lot that I wished I learned. In fact, to those that I have taught, they have saved months, if not years, of messy pictures. And today, I release 7 things that I wish I knew and that I wish you would know as early as now. Now, before we start, so we do these videos for you because we value you. So that you cannot miss any of our episodes, I suggest that you click on the red subscribe button below. So make sure you click it. Click it. Also, do not forget to hit on the bell icon. So ring the bell so that you can get notifications every time we release a new video. So I'm waiting for you to ring the bell. Ring it. Click on it. Thank you for clicking on it. And now, welcome to our channel. So welcome back. My number 1 tip is lens over body. Now, not too fast, let me explain. Most beginner photographers, as I was, think that as long as you have the most expensive body, then you are satisfied. So I was wrong and you are wrong. In fact, if you have a not so expensive body and get an expensive and quality glass, you will see a great difference on your pictures. Now, the glass matters a lot, and when I realized that, I had saved up to buy the newest Canon model at that time. Fortunately, I did not buy it, but unfortunately, I had used a kit lens for almost a year as I was saving. And you don't have to buy expensive glass for a start. You can go for the non-expensive prime lenses like the 35mm or the 50mm that will increase your picture's quality massively and separate you from the other photographers. On the other angle, most camera companies release an updated camera body annually or biannually. Now, you need to be a millionaire to keep up with the latest. However, lenses are not updated that fast. It's better to invest in a good lens and use it for 7 years other than a good body, and you will need to update it after an year. Hope you get what I mean. But if you have struggled with this, you can write down on the comment section below what camera you bought and what lens you could have bought instead of the camera. So put your comment down in the section below and we'll be able to reply. Number 2 is skill over gear. Most photographers are gearholic, as we spoke in another video. So we have this affinity for new gear every day. Now, if you have a budget, well and good. However, new updated gear with low amount of skill of using the same gear is a total waste of time. Now, gear is just a tool to help us do the job fast. Develop your skill and you realize that your current gear is more than enough to capture magical images that you desire. Now, this is easier said than done, but it calls for discipline. Discipline of letting go of the desire of new gear every time, and discipline also of research, practice, and desiring to know more about your craft. And in this case, it's photography. Remember, you don't want to say, I wish I knew. How many of you are gearholic? And if you can comment that with a yeah on the comment section below, and let us create that discussion so that we can help most of us or those of us who are gearholic. Number 3 is the histogram. Now, this is usually part of our cameras and also the editing software that you use. Today, we will talk about the histogram on the camera. It's a graph that shows our exposure. Now, different camera companies have it accessible in different parts of the camera using different menu controls. However, every camera must have a histogram. If you have access to your histogram, let us see and learn how it works. The left side of the histogram indicates shadows or darks, and the right side of the histogram indicates highlight and bright. The center indicates what we call the midtones. Now, when you take a picture and the curve is concentrated on the right side of the curve, then it indicates that your picture is overexposed. And if the curve is towards the left side and concentrated on the left side, then we say that your picture is underexposed. So why is this a tip? Let me explain why. As a pro photographer, you would want to nail your exposure on the camera and reduce time on the software. So mastering the histogram will help you nail the exposure on set fast and easy. We will have a detailed video on the histogram later, but if you want to nail the exposure fast, study the histogram and utilize it on location as you shoot. So make sure that you understand the histogram to know when you have overexposed and when you're underexposed, and when you understand it, you will have nailed the exposure on location, and that makes you a pro photographer. So focus is our number 4 tip. Now, this should be taken as important as you take your health or marriage. Now, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's true. You may have the best composition and light, but your picture is out of focus or not sharp. You will have drowned to the ground. Knowing how to focus and focus fast is the first tip that you should take seriously. The first thing is to get an autofocus lens, because in some environments of shooting like weddings and sports, manual focus will never win. Our autofocus always wins. Next, you need to understand the focus modes of your camera and when they work best. We will not study focus points in this video, so I'll give you a challenge. Go and study them. They will make you a better focuser, if there's that word as focus, if there is such a word. Focus has to be nailed on the camera because it can't be corrected on the editing software. So nail it 100% on location. If you have been messed up by focus, please raise your hand on the comment section below using an emoji, and it will encourage most of us, because I think all of us have been messed by focus one time or another. So as a commercial break, we would love if you followed us on our social media platforms, because we are on YouTube once a week, but on our social media platforms, we are there daily to converse with you. Start by joining our Facebook group called the Creative Learning Hub, where we create a community of photographers that help each one of us grow in skill and an opportunity, and also in business, because money is important. Now remember, money answers all problems. Also, follow me on my Instagram handle @TheRealist, and from there you'll be able to be led to our business pages or accounts like weddings and events, and also our video production company. Follow and like our Facebook page called the Jonathan James Creative for Business and Creative Learning Hub for our photo and video masterclasses. If you want to join our masterclasses, the link is in the description below. Make sure that you join other photographers as they become pro photographers. So to view our work, the links to our websites are in the description below, and you can pass by and check them out, and make sure that you share to a friend or family member that needs it. So number 5 is lighting. Lighting separates a pro photographer from an amateur photographer, like heaven is separated from the earth. There has to be a difference between a paparazzi using a point and shoot camera and you, who is a professional photographer. This does not mean that you have to get a 4 lighting setup to nail lighting. Nope. You can nail lighting using the sun as the only source of lighting. You can't believe this, but this picture was taken on a sunny day, and you can see there was no artificial light used on it. We modified the light using a reflector and a diffuser. So how to control and use light to create moods should be on our fingertips. We take a substantial amount of time with my students, teaching them on the quality and the characteristics of light, so they can be creative with light and separate themselves from other photographers. Now we'll be creating a series of video teachings about lighting, but if you want the in-depth teaching, you can follow our Facebook group or join our Facebook group, the link in the description, and also enroll on our Pro Photographer Masterclass. That is a 5-week course teaching you from basics photography to creating a successful business. So for details, follow the link in the description below. So mastering light is one of the greatest things that you need to have as a photographer, and you will see the difference. Number 6 is batch editing. The last 2 points in this series will be about Lightroom. Batch editing gives you the ability to process an insane amount of pictures very fast and saving time. As a business person, your customer service is important, and one aspect is speed of delivery. If you have a wedding shoot and you have captured around 1,500 images, it will take you a week to edit pictures one by one using Photoshop or any other software. So I have used Lightroom for 4 years now, and I process wedding images in 2 days maximum. Lightroom has the ability to help you cull, select, edit images fast by copying the edits and pasting them on other photos with similar lighting. Let me demonstrate. So here are wedding pictures of this wedding, and so I see that the pictures are almost similar. So to make it easier, I will give them a 5-star by pressing the 5 to isolate them. When I edit the first picture, all I need to do is select all the other pictures and click sync on the bottom right, and voila, all the images are edited from that bunch. Very simple and clear. This saves time, and it will save you hours and make your customers extremely happy. So number 7, which is the last one, is data management. Now, if a client has ever called you wanting more pictures or wanting prints from his or her pictures, you couldn't find them, or you took forever to find them, please comment in the comment section below, because I feel you. I have gone through such frustrations. So to me, it was frustrating. So frustrating, and I decided to look for a solution that is lasting. So managing your picture data will make sure that you don't have losses, and it becomes very fast to access them even after several months or even years. So I use Lightroom catalog system to do that. So when I access my drive, as you can see, I have categorized all my pictures into genres like weddings, portraits, events, businesses, and so on and so forth. So inside our folders of clients by name, this makes it so easy for me to access the client's image. So I may not show you how to create a system or data management system now, but we will do it in a later video, showing you how easy it is to manage your data in your drives and on your computer. So always think of saving time, because time is precious and time is money. So thank you for staying along with us. These tips changed my operations and hope they will too to you. And if you have any further questions, please let us know. So we do these videos for you because we value you. So that you cannot miss any of our episodes, I suggest that you click on the red subscribe button below. So make sure you click it. Click it. Also, do not forget to hit on the bell icon. So ring the bell so that you can get notifications every time we release a new video. So I'm waiting for you to ring the bell. Ring it. Click on it. Thank you for clicking on it. And now welcome to our channel.